Hey, welcome to All In with CSN, Clemson Sports News. We're broadcasting live tonight from the QE Shores Cantina and Grill at the QE Marina. Welcome, guys. It's our first live show of the year. We've taken it out of the studio, brought it out here to this beautiful setting behind me. You see the lakes, the mountains, the beautiful views, the vista, all going on here. Man, I'm going to tell you, everywhere I look in the 180 degrees of my vision right now, I see water, I see beautiful skies, I see trees, I see a bunch of people having a good time, enjoying the atmosphere. Come join us at QE Shores Cantina and Grill right here at QE. Guys, it's All In with CSN. It's our football preview special, top 25 day. Let's get on it. First, we'll talk about some Clemson news that's going on right now. Soccer news. Men's soccer team last night in a 1-1 draw with Indiana in Bloomington, Indiana. The ladies lost 4-0 to Virginia. That brings their season record to 1-1-1. Those guys have a win against Ohio, and they lost a draw with Ohio State. And then last night they lost that game with Virginia. So, guys, let's see what else we got on our little list of things to go over here with today's events. Ransom was named to the if you know what that is in soccer, that is like the Heisman Award for soccer. And Clemson's managed to grab that award a couple times in the last 5 years, if you guys pay attention. So one of our own is once again nominated for the Mac Herman Award. That is a great little thing going on there. Pops up and announces their 15 game schedule, 15 tournaments, and they start at 9 on September the 12th in Furman. Guys, men's tennis also with the 15. These guys will be opening up their season September 12th on a Sunday, and that'll be going on at Clemson, and it'll be a large tournament. Sponsor. So get this basketball release out of the conference schedule. But before we get there, I just saw my buddy drive by with the pizzas. It's Friday Pie Day here. Always on Fridays on Clemson Sports News at All In with CSN. It's Friday Pie Day, and it's presented by Stoner's Joint Pizza. We call them Stoner's Pizza Joint. They're down in Clemson. They're all over the Southeast, and my buddy Doug just showed up with a pie. So somebody's going to get to help me with this pie. But Doug, come on up here. Get behind that microphone. Show us what you got there. Stand up right behind that microphone, my friend. Open that box. Right, fresh out of the oven here to deliver to us, the guys from Stoner's Pizza Joint. Go see them. You're down at Tiger Boulevard, right? Right there next to AT&T store?
Yes, sir.
Get on that microphone, my friend. Talk to me. Tell us about what's going on tonight.
Well, we got a little bit of stuff. It's a little busy whenever I left, but I brought you a Italian steak. Pizza.
Okay, you know me. I love my. Tell me, everybody, what's the weekly special you know about?
Large one topping for $9 every day, all day. Tuesdays, we got a special promotion going on through the app or the website.
Right.
You just put a special code in, TUES 420, and it gets you 42% off every Tuesday.
Okay, again, and that code one more time for everybody.
TUES 420.
TUES 420. That's Stoner's Joint. And listen, I'm going to tell you guys, they got some good wings, got some amazing cookies. Now, everybody does cookies. But when you sent the cookies to me for our show a couple weeks back, I was amazed at those things when I opened them up. It was like somebody had made Toll House cookies right there at my house. Oh, they were amazing. Just melting in my hand. Amazing, man. And they do a flatbread. What do you call that flatbread sandwich again?
The Bend.
The Bend. You got to try that one out, guys. So, Doug, appreciate you, man. Can't tell you how much we appreciate Stoner's Pizza Joint here at Clemson Sports News. I know every Friday we enjoy that meal. And somebody here is going to get to enjoy this pizza with me because I'm going to share it with everybody here shortly. Thank you, sir. Appreciate you.
For your support.
Hey, man, you guys too. Bring that back at you. That's Doug, guys. Man, those guys, again, brand new chain. They just dropped up into the air. They're 1 year old in Clemson. They got places in Travelers Rest. They got all over South Carolina. They're out of Florida, and they're actually a national chain now. So we're lucky to have them up here. A different change of pace kind of pizza place. And I'm going to tell you, man, it's delectable. You got to go check them out. Stoner's Pizza Joint, 123 Clemson Tiger Boulevard in Clemson next to the AT&T store. Now, next on the agenda, let's see what we got going on here. I got to keep reading back to my iPad. I got like a little script going on here, guys. Basketball. Basketball released a non-con. Brownell has got a really good. You remember last year you lost a lot. Guys, Ian Shep got they graduate and get on. They had to fill up that roster. Report picked up guys from the West. He brought in from Alabama, all over the place. Really listen to these games. They got some. I want to get to one really I'm excited about. So first off, it's the October 17th with Presbyterian. You got Gardner Webb on November the 7th. You got Morehead State on the 11th. These are all home games. There's the one I want to talk about. November 15th in Washington, D.C. town. Now, that's a college football, basketball, and I can't wait to see the Tigers go up and see how they fare in that arena and how they fare in that atmosphere. So let's see. Next up, we got North Alabama. They're coming in on the 17th. Then you got Charleston. November 21st down in Charleston is a tournament. Tigers will take on West Virginia. And also in that tournament is UGA and Xavier. So it'll be Clemson versus West Virginia. They'll take on the winner of that game. So next up, you got the Alabama A&M coming to Tiger Town. And then you got 12-3, the Clemson SEC Challenge. The Tigers will be at Alabama. Next up, BYU comes in. The Tigers Madison Square Garden Classic against BYU. That is going to be a good one there. Always a great team, BYU. Let's see here. Mercer on the 13th. South Carolina is now on December 16th. Game this year for basketball. Another great basketball tradition and powerhouse. We'll get them in Greenville, South Carolina at the Bomb on December 21st. Okay, sports are firing up all over campus. They got a new roster. They got, I think, 7 of their freshmen in lacrosse, the freshman class of this year. They've got 7 of the top 1 players that came into 25. Their gymnastics with the new coaching staff. They had lots of good stuff going on. Folks, you guys ever heard of Pro Custom? All kinds of, from installing tires to rims to any kind of work you might need, maintenance, repair. But Nate's going to join us up on stage real fast. Nate.
Good, Gary. How are we doing, brother?
Good. Tell us a little bit about that spot. How long you been there?
We're 8.5 years in.
8.5 years in. And you opened that spot up, right?
January 1.
Right. And you specialize in tires, but you do everything.
Yeah, 2 guys dedicated. Have a heavy emphasis on chassis, wheels, brakes, front ends, alignments, tires is the name of Pro Custom and Tires. So, that's what we're here to do. Wanted to really open up something that really have that niche tire.
Full service. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've seen plenty of guys out there got the tire shop or the repair shop, one or the other separated, but having it all there in one space is a nice place to do. Pop in and get it all done. Yep. Matter of fact, I need to talk to you about my ride anyway, and I'll talk to you about that later. But hey, man, tell us about this. When you got in the business, what made you decide I wanted to be in that specific area? I mean, that specific area that you're in right now, right there off of Main Street in Seneca, that location. And 2, the demographic around here. Did you see all that promise and all that potential there when you went to that spot?
Well, 2 questions there. Obviously, primarily I wanted to do something I enjoyed. I had managed and owned a few businesses before that. Wasn't ever really extremely happy doing it. The area as a whole, like I was just touching on a moment ago, I didn't feel like Seneca, Westminster has it, Walhalla has it, Pendleton's had it, but Seneca's never really had that dedicated tire shop, that can meet you in volumes, service and quality. And it's just something that I've enjoyed from a young age, always done as a hobby, and really wanted to enjoy what I did on a daily basis and, turn that hobby into what I do every day.
What's a feature product over there right now that you guys are really pushing out the door?
Tires, obviously. I'm heavy on Falcon product. I'm big on value for the dollar. So there are some really good big names out there in the industry. We can service you with all those Toyo Nittos, Michelin's, Goodyears, all that stuff we can get our hands on for you. Falcon tires is really what I have an emphasis on, in my opinion. There's no better value for the dollar in the market.
Got you. So, what about coming with their trucks and get the rim package and all that stuff? You guys pushing the rims there as well?
Yeah, heavy upfitting department at the shop. Wheels goes along with tires, obviously. So, we're plugged in, fuel off road, niche road wheels. We can get you KMCs, we can get you XCs, American Force, if that's what you're after, all the way up into Highline forged wheels. So, kind of got to be in that area. Again, what I do is what I love to do, and customizing stuff's my favorite thing to do. We've touched on the fact that we repair engines as well. what I really enjoy doing is making it look better than when it got there when you drive away. So wheels goes along with that. That's a big thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Aesthetics matter.
Yes, sir.
People want their ride to look good. So I'm gonna ask you this one. Obviously, we're a Clemson show. We're talking about football. This after we get through, we're going to go through a football schedule and kind of go through what we think about things this year and how we see things coming up for the Tigers this year. Big fan, obviously, right?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Yep.
Yeah.
So-
Hanging
so
on the wall all over the place.
What's your favorite tailgate spot down there when you get down there?
I don't know. Obviously, want to be as close as we can get, so the walk is short. But it doesn't really matter as long as you're down there enjoying the atmosphere.
Right. You've been paying attention to all the hype the guys have been getting so far this year?
There's a lot of wins going on, like a stacked roster and team this year.
Yeah. We'll get here shortly, but you're dead on. You're dead on. So listen, Nate, appreciate you, bro. He's got Custom Pro Audio. It's Custom Pro Audio. I'm thinking lights and sound all of a sudden. Pro Custom Automotive is down in Seneca, folks. It's East, West, North Street.
It's West North First Street, 302 West.
My
North
dyslexia kicking in again.
302 West North First Street.
302 West North First. It's right off of Main Street. You pop off, and it's right there on the right on the corner. You can't miss it, guys. Nate, thanks. Appreciate you, brother.
Thanks, Eric. We appreciate you.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Next up on the agenda, after Nate gets off the deck, a little bit about Tiger trivia. The folks here at Kiwi Marina will supply us with some T-shirts and a game bag. Okay, we got 3 easy questions, people. I'm talking. You can't miss these ones. If you're a Tiger fan, these are easy ones. You want a free shirt? You want a free bag? I got you covered. 3 easy questions. Come up here and answer it for me. All right. What year placed on the hill in Clemson? What year was Howard's Rock placed on the hill in Clemson? Somebody come give me that answer. It's an easy one. And you got yourself a free shirt. Football, 5 All-Americans. Tell you, looking forward to it. You got your backup quarterback situation. We want to talk about that a little bit here today. Christopher Vizina sitting there, and you've got Chris Denson, the kid out of Florida that transferred in out of Coastal Carolina earlier this year. And you got Trent Pierman. You got 4 guys there. Vizina, everybody is telling us that he's looking like the guy to be able to replace Cade in a year, and he's patiently sitting back and waiting him to bide in his time. 6'4", 225-pound guy with a rocket arm who actually likes to run the football. If you ever watched his high school film, he is very good with his legs. Has a good time running that football. Christopher Vizina, again, you hope you don't see him until mop-up duty, but you're going to have to see him at some point this year. You're going to have to get some snaps on him to develop him for the next couple of years. But you got to look out for your backup quarterback situation with Christopher Vizina. Tight ends, another one where you got a guy that got to replace Jake Brenningstool, who's now with the Kansas City Chiefs. Christian Bentoncourt is a guy that we're high on right now, but you can't step away from what's going on with the freshman that just came in. I'm trying to think of his name. And also Pat Henry is obviously going to be your starter, the veteran coming back from last year. Christian Bentoncourt, Or be your two guys I think you'll see off that tight end bench. But Pat Henry being a better blocker, I think an established guy on the line of scrimmage, man. It's intriguing position to analyze this year. Small sample size last year. I think he had a couple. He had two. He showed it and had a couple touchdown passes in, but not really the target. Get enough targets to really what he's doing. But I tell you, what we've seen on the line, amazing man on the line when it comes to blocking in that run game. Ben, his chances last year, we think that it's going to be his guys supposedly shining in camp. Just looking forward to watching 87 hit the field this year and see what you got there and tied in. Offensive line. You go out offensive line and talk about the offensive line coming back. I mean, 4 guys that have been there, and a couple of them have been there for 4 years. Blake Miller's getting all kinds of accolades. I'll be honestly, I'm still high on Tristan Lee, who's starting to really come into his own in his final year here at Clemson. And then you got an interior, the Linthicum kid. And sat for a couple of years, had to get his body right. He got his body right, and now he's got it going on. And I'm going to tell you, he was solid at center last year. When you don't have bad snaps, you don't talk about your center. Your center's doing a great job. And right now, I think that's a really it's really undervalued because he's surrounded by guys getting all kinds of press and prep. But a solid offensive line group this year. Got a good second team of guys that they can pull in and grab some good quality depth because they're going to need it as the year rolls on. Offensive line, not a problem this year. Honestly, I think this year is going to be a year they take a step up with under the tutelage of Matt Luke. I mean, Coach Luke has been nothing but on point since he's gotten here, as far as I've seen, and I've seen that big change in that offensive line. A lot of more aggressive is one thing I can tell you, and I'm pretty sure the coaches can tell you that. But offensive line not going to be a big problem this year. Defensive line. Let's talk about the defensive line. Coaches around here are smiling out. It's not like a bear eating sour briars, like they also say, a mule eating sour briars. Man, you got to be excited about that defensive line. You've only got 2 guys that are probably going to go in the top 5 in the NFL. Peter Woods and TJ Parker are absolutely beasts. The film I saw of Woods working out in the summer was absolutely scary. Absolutely scary. He's sitting there working out with coaches, and I'll be honest with you, it was something to be seen. Arms, feet, just quick hands, quick feet, and 315 pounds. I mean, I would be scared to death to stand in front of that guy with that kind of speed and just mass. But then you got TJ Parker. TJ's got 11 sacks last year, 11 and a half sacks coming in. At the end of the year, just really finished strong, looking like the guy that you want him to be at the edge. But now he's got somebody on the other side that can match him. Last year it was the TJ Parker show. He pretty much was being, you didn't have anybody on the other side that could be a potential, double team threat, or someone that can take on the other line. He was getting double teamed every once in a while, getting the chip from the old tight end on the way out the door, that kind of treatment. This year, you won't see that with Woods on the inside, with Capehart on the inside, with Hellett on the other side. You're going to see guys having to go one-on-one. And I'll be honest with you, once you double up on Peter, who you going to pick? You're going to double team. You're going to double team Capehart. You're going to double team Woods. You have to double team one of them, and that's just going to leave a slot open for a linebacker to slide in. And man, I'm telling you, Tom Allen's got himself a bag full of toys this year. That's all I can say, a bag full of toys, and he's going to have fun with them. He's famous. Last year, Abdul Carter, he set that guy up in so many ways to make him shine. Just he working around the talent that was Abdul Carter. You're going to see the same thing with TJ Parker. He just got handed Abdul Carter in a bag. So he's got another guy just like it, carbon copy. He's going to be doing the same thing. But now he's got to actually, I think his defensive line he's got now much more demanding of attention than his defensive line at Penn State was, where he had to scheme those guys into places where they could shine. I think that just the one-on-one, having to deal with, like I said, a Woods or a Capehart, what do? You're going to have to double one of them, and when you do that, it's just going to open something up for a linebacker or an end coming in from somewhere. Just a what would the word be? It's ridiculous how deep this line is. Because I mean, you can't stop there. There's Vic Burley coming in. You know, you got Vic Burley. Then you got Stephon Green coming in. You know, I mean, it just keeps coming. And I'll tell you a guy I'm looking for. He was hurt last year. Hopefully, he's got his feet up underneath him. And the coach said he might be full go by the beginning of the season. Who knows? But R.A. Watford, this guy was a number 1 defensive end in the country when he came out of Maryland. That's a guy I'm looking to see go. Defensive end depth is going to be a thing this year. You're going to have people that can spell those two guys. And that's one thing we got to make sure we got some defensive end depth. Not sure they got some guys they're working on. I know that we moved a couple of guys over from Marcus Dixon, I think it was, moved over from tight end, big athletic kid. He moved over and he's got some defensive end reps going now. There is, when it comes to defensive end, you're going to have to find, like I said, someone that can spell those two guys from time to time. And there's guys that have been here for a minute that are on that roster at defensive end. Let's see what they can do. You have Cade Denhoff, who can to do just that. He was there last year and pulled that same exact role. So there you go. That one guy, Cade Denhoff. But defensive ends, not an issue as far as the first team goes. But again, once we get past that first team, let's see what's going on there. But again, Cade's a guy. I'm trying to think of who else. The Marcus Dixon guy and R.A. Watford. There's one more I'm missing out on here. I'll think of him in a minute. Someone can help me out. But next up, we're going to go with this with our special teams units. Again, special teams, not a problem this year. I think punter has been up in the air. Jack Smith is your leading candidate right now. Last I heard, it was still a toss-up as to who's going to be punting that ball in Death Valley come Saturday night. But I would think Jack Smith will be your guy. Stay tuned. We'll find out more on. We'll all find out on Saturday when they start working out there in the warm-ups. We'll know who the first team punter is by then. But kicker, obviously, it's Hooser, Nolan Hooser, your hero from the ACC championship game with the big leg. This year, I think the only problem we got out there is just to figure out how to stop getting kicks blocked. I think he had 5 blocked kicks last year, and he only had 6 misses, and 5 of them were blocked kicks. So, he had 9 misses total, and 5 of them were blocked kicks. So think about that. And every time it was the left side of the line caving in. So hopefully they've got that remedied this year. I'm pretty sure that was an off-season fix. So that's it, special teams. But listen, now Miss Karen from here at Kiwi Shores Cantina and Grill is going to come up and talk to us, and she's going to bring up some examples of some of the food that they bring out over here. So we wait for Miss Karen to come on up here and talk about Kiwi Shores real quick. And by the way, I'm going to tell you right now, the sun's going down right now over our shoulders. It is absolutely gorgeous out here. The wind's blowing. It's cool. Folks over here underneath the awnings having a nice drink, having some good food, having some good community, just getting together and being social and enjoying themselves. You can't find a prettier spot in all of Oconee County than this place right here. It's gorgeous. I look out over the marina and the water's
grandmother's special recipe.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really good menu item that we have here.
right. So I was just telling everybody, you took this place over like in April.
That's correct.
And you're up from the Anderson area, right? And you're a
right.
transplant from Tennessee, from the music industry.
27 years.
South Carolina.
My mother is in Anderson, so I have connections in
Right.
Anderson called we named it the Shores of Asbury, and Wickers on the water. I was on at the St.
Asbury,
Anderson,
wow.
South Carolina,
Freeport.
and
Awesome.
so we just love this whole area. But
Yeah.
surrounding areas here, the mountain, the beautiful lakes here at Kiowee is just.
I mean, you couldn't have slipped into a pair of good cowboy boots, you know? I mean, you stepped right in there. You know, I mean, the view from the bar just straight out to the lake and over to the mountains it's all struck. You know, I mean, right now you've got some clouds coming over, the sun's shining through.
Right.
It's picturesque, and I bet the sunsets are just every day to something to amaze at, right?
Right, and I never get tired of that view.
Yeah.
Come in the mornings and the when the sun's just coming up, and it's absolutely stupendous. And then sitting in the time that we're sitting right now, and the sunset's going down over the boats
Right.
here at the marina. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah. Tell me about this symbiotic relationship you got with the marina. You guys work together hand in hand, obviously, you know, a lot.
Right. So a couple people from, I'm not certain if they were just guests of the marina or people that actually worked at the marina. But anyway, they kept coming down to our water park and the restaurant that we have down there on Lake Hartwell. And they kept saying, hey, our business has been shut down for almost 2 years. And would you guys be interested in it? And so I just, you know, at the time we were very, very busy opening that and getting that up off the ground.
Right.
And I just kind of kept shucking it off to the back of my mind. And then, you know, I said, well, let's just go look at it. And so we came up and we met with Bart and the different owners here, and they were just precious. And we enjoyed the place. We enjoyed the views that we saw here, and we thought we had a really good, rare opportunity on Lake Kiowee.
Oh, I tell you, this place has got a history going back for years. I grew up in the area, and you know, it used to be called the Tiki Hut. Everybody knows that, but it's kind of different. A pleasant feel. Now it's a little different, you know, because I mean, back in the day, it wasn't all this
It's
nice.
laid back.
You know,
It's a tropical feel.
Yeah.
You know, people come in off of the boat. They come up to the fuel dock at the marina, and they come up here in swimsuits and whatever attire. You don't have to have formal attire to come here. And I don't think we'll ever get away from the Tiki Hut, but we are Kiowee Shores Grill
And Cantina.
and Cantina right up here.
My question though, what's going to be the end date for you guys? You know, I know, is it seasonal for you guys? Are you going to try to stay open as late as you can this year?
Yeah, thank you for asking that, because we are rolling out a special on your show tonight for every athlete at Clemson University that brings a roster and brings an ID with them that they're on a roster. It doesn't matter if it's football, baseball, soccer, basketball.
You know, there's
football.
5,000 athletes.
I do understand that, and we want
All right,
to cover all of them.
so well, I'll take that. I got an email from the athletic department today. There's 7,954.
And we want them all here, and we're
Again,
offering them
there's
a
almost 8,000
30%
athletes on campus. You're inviting them all over here.
discount on
All right,
their
you're getting
food.
that right now. Okay, all right.
30%.
All right, I got
And
you.
then all the coaches, all they've got
Well,
to do
I
is
saw one of them up here already.
40% off of
There's
their
one that snuck
food
in here a minute
starting
ago.
right now on
Do
your
you know
show.
that? There's already one here.
He's here with
Okay.
a purple hat. Yes.
All right, I know him. I saw him walk in to sneak in. So he's getting 40% off right now.
40%, everything but his drinks.
Everything but his drinks.
We cannot do it on alcohol.
I'll tell you
But
what.
all food we can discount.
Gotcha.
And then when Dabo shows up, he's going to get 50% off his food right here at Kiowee Shores Grill.
Oh, you hear that, Coach?
Yeah,
you
so-
hear that?
We're calling you guys. Come eat, play.
She
let
just
us
invited
feed you.
8,000 people over
Yes.
to the marina from the university, guys. You guys
Yes.
listening down there, I know you are. Check
And-
in with us. Again, that's 30% off for any athlete that can prove he's on a roster. And then there's 40% off for, and that includes any sport, right?
That is any sport.
Any sport. And then
It can
there's
be golf,
50% off for
soccer.
Coach Sweeney. What about Coach Brownell? Does he get 50% off?
Let's bring all the coaches in.
All right. There you go.
Yeah, there you go.
So, hey, I can't tell you how cool that is.
and that's on your show.
We
wanted to
appreciate
offer
it. That's
special.
awesome. How about that,
And,
guys?
so we're excited about that. And we also are looking if you've got students that are coming in and needing a place to work.
I was going to mention that because we shared it. I helped one ad of yours just a couple of days ago into
Yes.
our Facebook feed. And by the way, our Facebook feed rules. We get like 6 million views every
Yes.
month.
Amazing.
So what we did is we shared that stuff in there, and you got some openings here.
Since you shared our post.
Great
So
news.
We need to hire about 6 more.
Well, guys, there's
So-
there's 25,000 kids down there, and they're always looking for a little extra cash for that that beer
Right.
money on Saturday night.
Yeah. And another cool thing that we've just done for this coming season in sports is we've started adding the TVs all the way around, and we're going to have some pull down screens, and we're adding about another 10 TVs
Wow.
so that we can stay open later on ball nights.
Right.
So if there's a game going and you're up here having some fun, and we'll stay open
Right.
later till the game is over. We're not going to cut a TV off in the middle of the
What's the current hours that you have now?
Right now, currently, we go from 11 o'clock in the morning until 8:30 in the evening.
Okay.
As the ball season goes in, we're going to be changing those hours up and staying open later.
Okay, great.
And 9:30 on the weekends right now, currently.
Wow. I should be honest with you, man. I walked in here, I think it was in May, and me and Joe and you sat down and cut a deal to do all this tonight.
Yes.
And we're coming back here in September for the Georgia Tech game, and I think I've got another one later on, like it's the North Carolina game we're coming back for as well. Okay. And those Friday nights before we'll preview those particular games. I'll be honest with you. I was excited about coming up here today. View. I'm not honest with you. I literally, you see how we set up here on a stage, folks. And I'm the other way from the stage just so we can get the view behind us. And again, I can't emphasize how
Stunning.
How
Look at that.
again, those sunsets, gorgeous day of the week. You're 365 when the sun's out, that is.
when the God shadow box. The coloring of photos is just better when
Dude, it's
all
beautiful.
photographers.
That's all the water that does that. The prisms off the water. So, hey, tell me this. What you got going on in the next couple of weeks that we need to know about other than just your regular stuff? You got anything planned? You got music coming up. You guys got music all the time. You're a big music fan.
Live entertainment, some sort of entertainment on Saturday nights, every Saturday night.
Right.
And we do that from 5 until 9 o'clock.
Right.
And so come out and enjoy the place. We do Taco Tuesdays, $2 tacos. We do $3 margaritas. There's just all kinds of specials. Check out our Facebook page, Kiwi Shores Grill.
Yeah, follow them, guys. You'll find them all over our Facebook feed. Their ads are on the website. You can click and hyperlink from our website straight to their stuff. You can read us and I don't think you need one, do you?
Well, right. You don't need a reservation, but you can ring us up at 864-9730.
Like takeout orders and stuff like that.
We're doing takeout orders.
Catering?
We've had several people ask for catering. We're going to start doing that.
I bet you do a lot of stuff for these folks on these boats, don't you?
A huge amount of wing platters.
Yeah.
We've got, I think it's 14 different
tailgates money and that's tailgate stuff on Saturdays or on Fridays. Get those folks over to pick up them big old tailgate platters.
That's right. And take it to the game or come out here and tailgate with us. We're fixing to put in some really cool items that I don't want to mention right now. We'll save it for you next show.
Surprises.
But, yeah, some
surprises. I like surprises.
And well, good. We want you to be surprised when you come back, and we're going to move some furniture around and
hey, where's Joe at?
Make some fun.
Get Joe up here. It's time to swap. Get Mr. Joe up here. Talk the other half of Kiwi Shores and Kiwi Marina.
Yeah.
The man himself. Miss Karen, I can't tell you how much it's been a pleasure being up here with you. That beautiful smile and a beautiful personality. We love you.
We love you, man.
All right, guys. Joe, get up here. Folks, this is Joe, and this man runs the show here at Kiwi Marina. This fella has got a little plethora of things going on. Flip around that way, just a little quarter that way. There you go. Look at the camera.
Tell me where I'm at.
Yeah, perfect. Right. There you go. So, Joe, again, I can't tell you how beautiful this place is. But again, this goes back to a vision of people that you know, and you guys set this. How long has this place been here?
Oh, family owned and operated over 40 years.
Over 40 years.
Over 40 years.
Right. So how long have you been here yourself?
A little over half a decade.
Wow. So what have you seen in the half a decade that you've been here that you've really that was other in the area?
We do boat meals, with your rental. You don't have to check in. You don't have to fill it up. You don't have to wait to pay to fill it up. It's all there. It's done.
And now tell us about the vision that was these cabins. I can see them right across the lake here, up that little road that's been built. You can tell it's fresh.
Yes.
These A-frame cabins are just tucked away behind the trees, and they got an amazing view.
Yeah. So we've got gated access to the cottages. They're last year luxury A-frame cottages. View right off of that is a boat dock with an exclusive also rental short-term. So you can get
Here.
yeah. It's not just come in kids.
How big is that houseboat?
Oh, give or take just over 80 feet.
Double decker, obviously.
Single deck, sun deck on the top,
Sun deck on top.
closed, and then open on the bow and the stern. So you
Now,
got, we
if
got
you
a
rent a-
grill back there, smart TVs, internet, Wi-Fi, it's all included.
Guys, you hear that? I'm looking
Yeah.
at that thing right now. I can see it.
Yeah.
It's huge. It's gorgeous. A big old houseboat. Is it just, you could take it out on the lake?
It doesn't go out.
Doesn't go out.
All of them stay. So you get
Okay.
access to the houseboat, the dock. You got that. We've got slips. If you rent either the houseboat or the cottages or all of them together, we get a lot of people that come in with big groups.
Right.
They take over the whole thing. You also get a discount
On your boat rentals.
rentals.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get to. That's awesome.
Yes.
So there's more and more. Now,
Yeah.
nobody knows about the service and parts department you have here. They don't even realize you got one of those. You can pull dry dock here, right? You
Yep.
can pull your boat out and dry dock and get worked on?
Yeah, we've got dry slips, 60 of them. You can bring your boats in with trailers. We can stow. You don't have to do anything. Full,
Winterizing?
you name it, full service. I mean, 20 behind MasterTech. We work on all boats, years, makes, models, houseboats, cruisers, pontoon, bass boats, jet boats, you name it, we could do it.
And when I met you on May, we came to this partnership. And you guys, thank you for your support, by the way, and your sponsorship. We love you guys for it. But you introduced me to your new boat sales guy. And
Yeah.
I've been watching him. I've been sharing his stuff as he puts it out. Tell us about boat sales. People don't realize you guys sell boats too.
Yes, we do. A little bit different than everybody else. We're real selective. Our boats that come in, we really want the seller to get good value and the buyer to get a fantastic boat. We've got a multi-point check that's required for every boat that comes in. Every boat's been looked at by a technician. Every boat's had a computer scan. We're not just taking families out on the water on boats we haven't gone out on.
Right.
Eric has a professional slalom skier, boat owner, triple retiree. He's doing this because he loves it, and we brought him on because we love him.
Let me ask you this: with your jet ski rentals and your boat rentals,
No jet skis.
No jet skis.
Pontoon boats. We have a center console sea hunt, pedal boards, paddle boards, single, double, kayaks, canoes,
Wow.
and more. And anything we don't rent, we sell it all in the ship store.
Right. So you got kayak and canoe rentals.
Yep.
Wow. Do you have any kind of like tours or anything like that? Do you do anything like that? You know, like the lake tours or anything, or maps for a lake tour?
We don't. We do maps. We do have a lot of interactive stuff. We recommend some stuff like Navionics. There's a couple of different apps you can download for that. But
Right.
we do go over that in the store, whether you're renting from us or not. You don't have to come in and rent to get this knowledge. The staff,
Everybody's
the
they know
ship
this
store
place like their
manager's
backhand.
Yeah, she's been running the store for almost 30 years.
Wow.
You want to know where the rocks are, the good spots, the waterfalls, where to catch sunsets. We'll let you know where all that is, and we'll show you where to find it on the map.
What about family, churches, and say groups that they want to do things over here? Who would they contact? Would it be Kayla? Or
No,
you?
They can call in. They, again, just like everybody else, they can rent online 24/7 for the boats, the water
What if they
sports.
wanted to put an event together? Like a church event?
Give
you know?
us a call. Depending on the volume, we'll entertain any event. And there's nothing we can't cater to.
Right. I'll
Yeah.
be honest with you. You got such a great palette to work with
Yeah.
as an artist here. I don't know if you can make it any better than it already is. I mean, this sunset that's going off behind us, guys, for the last 15 minutes is absolutely insane. And again, these guys get to see it every day. They're kind of, I don't know if they're, I don't know about Joe, but I love them
No.
every night, man. I couldn't just every night I appreciate what I see going down because I know I'm going to see it again. You know, that's another sunset I won't see. But wow. I mean, you got to appreciate the beauty of this place. I mean, this is a treasure in itself. I mean, the location, it really, truly is.
Yeah, we're really lucky. I mean, and we love sharing it. Everything we do is to enhance our customers and our guests'
Right.
experience here. And it's a bit selfish too, because
What's cool is to see, like I said, the symbiotic thing going on between you guys and Karen's bunch over here at the cantina, because without each other, you kind of work against each other. So you have to work together. I mean, it just makes too much sense, and it just flows so well. You know, I can remember years ago being out here on a date, hanging out and just having a good old time. This place got a big place in my heart. as a kid growing up in the area. But man, I tell you, it's just been a pleasure being out here. Man, I can't wait to get back later on in September when we come back, and we'll bring some live music with us that night. We'll have some live music here. Again, we'll come back again for the North Carolina game. But man, if there's anything you guys want to push, right now is the time to tell them.
Convenience, family owned, all in one. You're not going to have a bad time.
I want to say just absolutely calm, cool, and absolutely, I mean, the word is placid. It's so cool out here. It's just chill, you know?
The thing, we're not just running a business. This is what we love.
Yeah. Well, that's the best kind of business to be in is one you love. That's kind of why I do what I do.
I bring my kids, we bring our friends. We do everything that we try to encourage our guests to do. So we're out there constantly sampling our own products and just making it better for us and for them.
Well, I just noticed your staff traversing the whole property here, and it seems like they're always interacting with people. Like I was not joking. I was just getting stuff out of the vehicle to come set up a show. And they're like, "Hey man, how you doing? Can I help you with something?" Just didn't even know who I was. Just making sure that I was okay. And I was like, man, that's being attentive, and that's just being real, you know. And I really appreciate people like that. And man, I tell you, it's always like that when I come over here.
Yeah, part of the experience, and that's again the attentiveness, the care, the passion for it,
right?
And to double it off, that we can do anything you need. We can get you. We got the residents, we got boat sales, service, new, used, rentals. You want to rent the houseboat and a kayak?
Yeah,
we've got it. You forget a towel at home, sunscreen. Ship Store's got it.
Ship Store's nice.
Sunglasses, shoes, Olakite.
Cool hats.
Yeah, we could run down the list.
Yeah.
Really cool hats. The new shipment they got in.
Yeah, I saw them. I shared that post. You guys put them out. I was like, man, look at those things. I shared that right in our little group, and everybody's looking at them. Yeah,
like hotcakes.
Yeah,
they're going around. The kids' toys, marine grade. I mean, you want worms to go fishing? That's as simple as we get. You want a pail of worms, or you want to rent a luxury cottage? We've got you covered.
At luxury cottage. I'll be honest with you. Football season, we need to get some folks alerted to this. I'm gonna put a post out next week with some information on these luxury cottages, and we're gonna push these things because I'm gonna tell you guys, if you're coming into town, and everybody's always having a hard time. I see people staying in Greenville, in Anderson, staying as far out as Spartanburg just to save a few dollars on a hotel room and driving in on game day. Yeah. You could do that same price probably and be right here looking at the lake through the trees in Seneca, 6 miles away from the stadium.
And if you're leaving for the game, that's all you got to leave for.
Yeah.
There's a Publix up the road. You come in here, head over to the cottage.
You got the Ingles right around the corner, Boston. We got to talk about Ingles.
Sorry, Ingles. Well, this is Ingles right there, which is great. Hit that up.
Yeah.
You got food, Kiwi Shores. Have someone cook for you. After you're out with the boat rental, go to the game, come back, have a good time.
Yeah.
And you won't regret it.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, Joe, I can't wait to come back. Next time out, we're going to have some more fun here. And until then, man, I tell you what, pleasure. Once again, good seeing you, Joe.
Always.
Hey, guys, thanks, Joe. Kiwi Marina. Hey, I'm going to get back to talking football. Yeah. I'm going to get back and finish the schedule, go across this thing and finish this thing out tonight. I'll be honest with you. You couldn't ask for a more beautiful place. I mean, look at this. I'm going to do something real quick. I'm going to step away back here and change the camera angle so you guys can see what's going on with another camera shot. How beautiful this place is. Watch this. All right, hang on, hang tight. Now look at that. Look at that view. Look at that. I mean, that is absolutely, you see the folks up there on the deck. Hey, y'all, wave at us. Hey, everybody, wave from the deck up there. How y'all doing up there? There they are. So we got everybody up on the deck having the drinks and some food, and they're hanging out, listening to some music. And if you look over there, I want you to check this out. Take a look at that. Look at that. This is Kiwi Marina. This is Kiwi Marina. Look at that. I mean, it is absolutely picturesque, beautiful. Look at that sunset right there going off over those trees. Look at that. That's what you got here. Kiwi Cantina and Grill and Kiwi Shores. You got to come by. Now listen, let's go across this schedule right now. Again, it's a season preview. Next week we got LSU coming into town. Top 10 matchup. Clemson's ranked 4th. They're ranked 6th. You got 2 quarterbacks. They're on the Heisman Trophy watch list. You got a couple of really scrappy defenses with some really good coordinators. What good matchups have you got here? But I tell you what I'm looking at, if you want to break this game down a little bit. Now, we'll be doing our season preview show for the LSU game next week at the Smoking Pig in Pendleton. If you guys know where that's at, that's on US 76. That's right between Clemson and Anderson, dead middle, right there on that highway. It's the Smoking Pig in Pendleton. We'll be there next Friday to preview the LSU game in a complete fashion. But right now, I'll give you one key about that game to watch out for. It's the LSU offensive line versus not just the Clemson defensive line, but the Clemson stadium noise, okay? They have got a offensive line that they've had to pretty much full sail substitute in to replace a whole plethora of guys that left to go to the league, including the number one overall offensive lineman went in the league, their offensive tackle last year. So imagine you're a right or left tackle and your first start ever is at Clemson in Death Valley at night in a game where your coach has already called Clemson Death Valley Junior. That first snap is going to be 130 decibels of absolute terror, and I'll guarantee you 5 false start penalties before that game is over with on Saturday night next week. So that's LSU. Next, the guys from Troy from over in Alabama come in the following week. That will be a game where you'll get to see that second, third team get their plays. You'll get to see the future of the Tigers hit the field in that game. Next up will be Georgia Tech. Now, that's going to be a trick. You got really, really good offense there. Loaded at running back and a couple of really good receivers, a veteran offensive line, and a scrappy defense. And they've actually got an ex-Clemson kid, A.J. Hoffler, at defensive end, a kid that transferred out of Clemson just last year. So that Georgia Tech game, one to watch out for. Next up on that schedule, Syracuse coming to Clemson. So Fran brings his guys down, and I'm going to tell you, that team won 10 games last year. Their quarterback, Kyle McCord, went to the NFL. They lost their running back. They lost their 3 top receivers. They're having to retool that entire roster as far as the offense goes. They're going to come to Clemson. Syracuse has been a problem in years past, but I think this is going to be a year they take a step back, trying to adjust to all the losses they had last year as far as the end of the season and losses personnel to graduation into the NFL. Syracuse. North Carolina at Bill Belichick's bunch up at Chapel Hill. If you've ever been there, it's an amazing place to go see a football game. I've been there, sat in that press box. It's great, man, beautiful, absolutely, gorgeous place. If you ever heard of Andy Griffith's famous radio story he used to tell about, it was a thing called football. I can't remember the name of it, where he talks about walking through the trees and there was a football stadium and he just it blew his mind. This was North Carolina, and Chapel Hill's a great place, but we just went to the ACC meetings back in July on the 24th. Me and the staff were there covering it, and we sat through Bill Belichick's press conference. This man is ready for college football, but I don't know if college football is ready for him. So let's get ready. That trip to North Carolina could be a tricky one. They, again, are also a team that's trying to find themselves. They just brought in a transfer quarterback from I think it was, I want to say South Alabama. I think that's where he came from. And they brought that transfer quarterback in. They're having to replace a bunch of pieces from their team as well, because you had a lot of guys leave through the portal and a lot of guys come in through the portal with those guys. So big transition in North Carolina. One of those wait and see kind of things. They have a Sunday night game, I think, coming up after our game next week, and I'm interested to see that one. Or it might be a Monday night game. They have an odd name. They're playing. They start their season out after us, and I'm really anxious to see what that team looks like and what kind of response he's able to get. North Carolina. So then it comes up the Boston College Eagles coming to town. Again, a team I don't know what to expect this year. Every year they have a different quarterback situation going on. Their quarterback, Thomas Castellanos, ended up transferring to Florida State. So what's going on with them this year? We'll see. Again, it's a wait and see. I don't think Boston College coming to Clemson is going to be much of a problem this year. But in the past, we've had some games with those guys that ended up being knockout dragouts because they always are physical, always bring a pro-style offense, and you have to really be on your P's and Q's to watch out for play action on those kind of games. Boston College. SMU, Kevin Jennings and the bunch come back from Dallas, Texas. Your ACC championship game foe. What a game. Watched it several times over the last few months. Kevin Jennings, absolute beast of a football player, stud. SMU was everything they were advertised to be last year. If you watch that football game, man, they just come right back and fought right back hard, but they lost big pieces. They lost their running back. They lost almost all their good receivers are gone, but they do bring back their tight end, Maryland. That guy is absolutely a freak. He's like 6'7", 265 pounds, and 4'5". So they've got some guys to build pieces around this year. They went to the portal again. They got money down there in Dallas, a lot of that good old oil money, and they're able to go to the portal and find guys. So we'll see what happens with SMU. Their defense will be scrappy, but again, you're bringing that team into Death Valley. Another good game coming up later on this year. Next up, Duke. Guys, I'm going to tell you, the Duke Blue Devils last year, 9 wins. No, once again, Manny Fernandez outcoached himself. Again, a transfer quarterback coming in this year. They're looking to do things. A great a really good scrappy defense. I think they led the ACC in sacks last year. Duke led the ACC in sacks last year, not Clemson. Get that one. So Duke, another great game to look forward to later on this year. FSU comes to Clemson. Thomas Castellanos. Again, so many questions about what is FSU going to be this year. Are they going to be the FSU of the past? Is Thomas Castellanos and his athleticism going to be able to fit into that offense with Gus Malzahn pulling the trigger there, bringing him up from UCF to be the offensive coordinator? Castellanos, you play in the box, that guy's got no problem. He can't throw the ball anywhere past 7 yards vertically. He's a slant guy. He's a timing route guy. He's not the guy. He doesn't scare me. He'll be running for his life in that defensive line. I think Clemson takes FSU out this year in a big way. So that's just me. Louisville. This is a Friday night game at Louisville. Been there. Great place. Beautiful stadium. The fans are rabid. They love their team. They support them. They're there. But you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of South Carolina. They're there for the first and second quarters, but if you got a 14-point lead in the third quarter, they're leaving. By the fourth quarter, every time I've been there, they have walked out of that place. That's your guys. That's Louisville. That'll be a Friday night game. Again, a game I'll be honest with, you have to watch. It's a Friday. The running back last year just torched us. He's the number one running back in the conference. They went and got Miller Moss, the quarterback from Southern Cal. He is now their quarterback. Another guy that I was never impressed with. We'll see what Miller Moss can do with that staff of receivers that he's got there. He's still got a couple pieces left over from last year. Next up, let's see. We got Paladins come to Tiger Town. You know, that's the warm-up game. You know, you always get it right before you get the warm-up game. Again, another one of those games we're going to feature and be able to go out there and let your players go out there and do their thing, get you some snaps and build some development and find out who's going to be ready for next year. Furman will be just that Furman game. You've seen them before. And then you got South Carolina, guys. We're going to Columbia this year. That's a place right now that's always been fun to play at. The cockpit, whatever you want to call it, the upside-down cockroach, whatever you want to call it. That place is always a real pleasure to visit, I can tell you right now. But this year, I think, will be one of the most epic games ever. You have a quarterback duel from two of the top quarterbacks in the country. If you're not a Lenore Sellers fan, you need to be, because the guy's legit and he's real, okay? Lenore Sellers is definitely one of the top quarterbacks in the country, just by the body of work. You saw what he did to Clemson last year, and single-handedly with his legs won a football game, okay? So, again, look forward to that good one. You got two bookend games, LSU, Clemson on the schedule, LSU, South Carolina, both SEC opponents on that schedule. Those ones I'm watching out for. The other two games I'm looking out for are Georgia Tech and Louisville. There are 4 games on that schedule that give you a little bit of anxiety. But other than that, no problems I can see other guys. But listen, it's been a great night here at Kiwi Shores Marina and Cantina. I want to get back over here, swap our camera out one more time. Hold on. There you go. So, guys, I want to thank Miss Karen, Joe, Doug from Stoner's Joint Pizza, Nate from Pro Custom Garage, okay, and all of our sponsors that came out. Man, thank you very much for being there and supporting us. We can't do it without you. Guys, you got to come out here and visit this place. You got to. It's absolutely gorgeous out here. Great people, great food. It's down home. It's our community. Support it. Always think local, buy local, eat local, drink local, okay? Until next time, go Tigers. We will see you again on Monday night, 7 p.m. from the CSN studios with All In with CSN. Until then, go Tigers.